Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another playthrough of Mage Knight. Today we're going to be playing with Krang. We have a white, green and blue in the source. Goldix is the dummy player and our initial unit offer is Utum Guardsman and Magic Familiars. Our initial advanced action offer is Shield Bash, Agility and In Need. And then for our spells we have Tremor, Earthquake, Expose, Mass Expose and Restoration Rebirth. So I'm thinking here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll get, we can either go over towards this mage tower, and then we'll get, we'll have to go through probably the orc here as well, or we can come up through this mage tower. I think this way is probably slightly less in terms of movement points because of the wasteland here and wasteland there and wasteland there. Plus we would also have the option of going into this mine here before we take on that mage tower. So I'm kind of a little bit more tempted to go up this way. Our initial hand is going to be Stamina, Swiftness, Promise, Ruthless Coercion and Tranquility. So a lot more influence there than I would probably like, given we're probably going to need to take on a mage tower to start. I think for tactics, we probably go with planning here. And yeah, then we can hopefully get enough together to take out this mage tower. Dummy player is going to take number 5, so Great Start is gone. That's unfortunate. We are going to go first this turn. So yeah, we will keep this here. And I think I'm going to use Stamina with a blue from the source for a move of 4 and Swiftness for a move of 2. So that will get us 2 there, and then another 3 into this mine. And we'll see what's in this mage tower. And it is 2 physical attacks of 3 each with Brutal, and then 7 armor. And he is unfortified as well. So that is quite a nasty enemy. So we will re-roll this. It's a gold, and we have 3 left in hand. We are going to take for our crystal, probably want to go with, let's go with a green, I think. Although we have a green in the source available and a gold. If we go with blue, we would be able to use that for a defend of 5, but they're 2 attacks of 3 each. So I think I'm probably more tempted to go with a green here in case we get concentration. So yeah, let's do that, and then we'll draw another 3 because of planning. So 1, 2, 3, and we get March, Rage, and Stamina. Okay, so dummy player then 1, 2 and 3. It's a red, they don't go again, back to us. I think let's use Tranquility with a green from the source to draw 2 cards, and we will get Rage and Determination as well. Okay, so now I'm kind of tempted to maybe wait and go in on the next turn when we have access to that gold in the source and another blue here. And yeah, I think I will. So I don't think we are going to recruit here on this turn, or in this round. So I probably want to drop Ruthless Coercion and Promise here, and hopefully get some more attack cards into our hand. Yeah, let's do that. So this gets re-rolled. It's a black, and we are drawing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get 1 more, and we get Savage Harvesting. Okay. We will take a, so let's go with a green here, I think. So we would have blue, red. Yeah, that's not helpful. Actually, let's go with the blue. And then dummy player 1, 2 and 3. It's a white, they don't go again, back to us. And I think here we will go for it. So let's play March with a green from our inventory for a move of 4, which will get us into the mage tower. We will lose 1 reputation for that. we are going to play Determination for a block of 5. So we will block one of those attacks, and we will take wounds for the other one. So we will take 3 wounds into hand because of the brutal ability. And then we can play Rage with a gold from the source for attack 4. Our second Rage for attack 2 is 6. And then let's play Stamina sideways for an attack of 7. So that's enough to take him out. We will gain 5 fame, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gets discarded. We are going to level up. This goes away. As does that. This gets re-rolled, and it's a white. And then these get discarded. We are going to get a reward. So there is restoration here, so we would be able to heal those 3 wounds with access to a green. We don't have access to a green at the moment, but I'm also looking at Tremor here, which is a very, very attractive spell. I think I'm going to go with Tremor. It's just such a good spell to have in hand. And then the new spell is Snowstorm Blizzard. We are left with 4 in hand. We will get a skill here. So we have a choice of these 2. So we have his movement skill, which is Spirit Guide. Once a turn, move 1, and you may add +1 to a block of any type in the block phase. And then the second one is Curse. Once a turn, either reduce 1 attack of an enemy by 1, or reduce armor of 1 enemy by 1 to a minimum of 1. You cannot use this skill on a fortified enemy in the ranged and siege attack phase. Let's, I think we'll go with Curse, being able to reduce the attack. Yeah, I think attack or armor we can reduce. So the common skill is going to be Flight, which is actually really a great skill as well. And then we can either take In Need, Agility, or Shield Bash. And I was actually going to go for Shield Bash, but I think I'm going to take In Need here. That might allow us to pick up Expose on the next turn. So yeah, let's go with that. The new advanced action is going to be Refreshing Walk. And then we are drawing up to our hand limit of 5 + 1 because of planning. So we'll get 2 more, 1 and 2, and we get In Need and Tremor. And then the dummy player is going to go 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. I think I will use Savage or In Need here for influence of 3 + 1 for each wound card in our hand. So we have 3 in hand, so that's a total influence of 6. I'll play Savage Harvesting sideways for an influence of 7. And we will use the white from the source to get Expose here. We are in a Mage Tower, so we can recruit or buy spells for 7 influence plus a mana. So let's take Expose. And yeah, that goes into our deck. This is going to get re-rolled, and it's a white. We have 4 in hand, so we'll draw another 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we get Concentration and Expose. And the new spell, is going to be Meditation Trance. Then dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 1 more. Back to us. I think here we probably want to engage this guy in combat. So target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances this combat and gives us a ranged attack 2. So he's no longer fortified and he's no longer physically resistant. So we are able to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. So that's going to be 4 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We do level up again and we get +1 reputation. I'm sorry, we should have a shield token on the Mage Tower there. And yeah, do we want to do anything with these? Probably keep these in hand, I think. So yeah, we will level up. We get another command token, and this gets re-rolled. It's a blue. We'll discard that, and we have in our hand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll draw 1 more, and we get mana draw. dummy player 1, 2, and 3. So they're going to declare end of round of the next turn. I think we probably want to rest here. So why don't we discard Tremor and our 3 wound cards and keep these 2 in hand. So yeah, we'll rest. So they get discarded, and we have 2, and we'll draw the rest. We get Crystallize, Swiftness, and Improvisation. Dummy player then declares end of round. And for us, I think we want to, let's use Mana Draw with a white from the source. And we will take, so it's going to cost us 4 to get here, 5, 6, 7, 8 probably to. So can we get that? So we could play Concentration. So if we use the black and switch it to green, we'll get 2 green tokens, one of which we'll use with Concentration to power Improvisation, and we'll discard Swiftness with that, which gives us a move of 7. So that's going to get us 4 in there, and then we'll use 2 to move there. Or to explore, sorry. Okay, so we have tile number 8. There's an orc and a village and a ruins. So the orc is going to go face up, and it is, so 3 physical attack with swiftness and 4 armor. And then the ruins goes face down, face up, and it is a Draconum and a monster for 2 artifacts. So now, do we want to use Crystallize for 1 more point of movement and be able to explore here? Or do I want to use Crystallize to get a green into our inventory? I think I'm probably more tempted to use it to get a green into our inventory here. So let's do that. We get a green into our inventory, and then, yeah, that will do it for this round. So we can discard all of these. And yeah, that is fine. We will re-roll the source. Gold, blue, and blue. So that's legitimate. Refresh the unit offer with new regular units, and we get Utum Swordsman, Magic Familiars, and the Illusionists. They're going to take Shield Bash into their deck. These advance along, and we get Spellforge. And then they're going to get a green into their inventory. The spells advance, and the new spell we get is Flame Wall, Flame Wave. And then we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get Crystallize, Swiftness, Savage Harvesting, Mana Draw, and Improvisation. And given there's a couple of blues in the source there, I'm probably tempted to go with Preparation here and then search for Stamina, and then we can get a move 4. So yeah, we'll take a Stamina. We can shuffle these back, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get a tile, another tile out, and then get moving. So we'll shuffle these and then see what the dummy player wants. And they're going to take number 3, which is Mana Search, so that both of those are out. And they are going to go first this round. So yeah, they go 1, 2, and 3. It's a green, they get 3 more, 1, 2, and 3. For us, I think we're going to go with Stamina with the blue from the source for a move of 4. We'll explore here first. Okay, so that's a nasty, nasty tile to get. There is an orc face up and 4 physical attack with brutal, physical resistance, and 3 armor. There's also a monastery, and the card is counter attack. So we have 2 points of movement left here. We could probably play. It's going to cost us 5 to get into that forest and 5 to get in there. At least we would get onto a magical glade there, which is, yeah, it's probably what we want to do here. And then we can maybe go up towards the monastery. So we have 2 points left. We need another 3 here. We could use probably Improvisation, and and discard Crystallize with that. So yeah, let's do that. So we'll play those two to move on to the Magical Glade. End our turn there. It's a white. Okay, so that's back there. We draw up to our hand limit of 2 more. So we get Concentration and Tranquility. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 1 more. Back to us. Okay, so I think here we start with a gold, or a black, sorry, so that's not going to help. We'll use mana draw with a white from the source. We'll take the gold and change it to green and get 2 greens. And yeah, let's use one of those with Concentration, which will power Savage Harvesting and give us a move of 6. And then we'll play Swiftness Sideways for a move of 7. So we'll get 5 there and then 2 there. And yeah, let's end our turn there, I think. I mean, we could go with, so 6, 7, 8. So it would be 5, 6, 7, and then we would have to play Tranquility Sideways to get an Explorer. So no, I think we'll just end our turn there. So we'll leave those. Green doesn't get re-rolled. The white does. It's a blue. So we have 2 blues and a green in the source. We're left with 1 card here, so we draw another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get March, Expose, a Wound, and Stamina. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They don't go again. Back to us. I think here we'll play Stamina with the blue for a move of 4. So we'll explore here first. And it is tile number 10. So there's a keep face down and a ruins which also goes face down, and then we can use another 2 points to explore here. So that's tile number 12. We're right next to a refugee camp. There is an orc at another monastery, so the orc is going to be a summoner with 4 armor, and then we get another advanced action for the monastery, and it is Crushing Bolt. And for us, I think we might, so I'm tempted to play Tranquility to heal 1 here, and then we'll be left with Marsh and Expose in hand. We'll end our turn there. That's a blue. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we get Ruthless Coercion, In Need, and a Wound. The dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 1 more. They're going to declare end of round in the next turn. Back to us. So here I think I'm going to use, let's use In Need for influence 3 plus 1 for our wound, and then I will also play Ruthless Coercion for influence 2. So that will give us a total influence of 6, and we also get a discount on the Illusionists because of Ruthless Coercion. So these cost 5 influence. So yeah, we'll recruit them this turn. We get Reputation -1, and then we'll be left with these 3 in hand. I think I'm going to use the Illusionist to gain a white crystal to our inventory. Yeah, let's do that. And then I think that's probably all we'll do. Although I could instead use a green from the source for influence of 5. Get an additional 2 influence for each wound card in our hand, and on units we control. So that would be a total influence of 7, 8, 9, and we would spend, so we could discard these 2 to pick up Counter Attack as well, or Crushing Bolt. So I'm actually tempted to do that here. Let's actually do that. So we'll spend influence 5 plus 2 for the wound in our hand, although we could alternatively heal using some of this influence. So we would have influence 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We would spend 5, so we would have 4 more points of influence here. Alternatively, we could use the Illusionists. That's tough. Yeah, I think I'll go with influence 5 plus 2 is 7. And then we have influence 2 here is 9. We have a discount of 2, so we have 4 points of influence left over. And I think I'm going to play these 2 sideways to pick up Crushing Bolt here. And we'll be left with 1 wound in hand. This gets discarded. so that's a green. We already decreased our reputation for using Ruthless Coercion. And yeah, we didn't use our illusionist for a white crystal, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we have Tremor, Swiftness, Determination, and Crushing Bolt. Dummy player declares end of round. I was kind of hoping we get more wounds here to be able to heal a bit. So I think let's. That's a nuisance now. So we could take out this orc, although siege attack. And he's physically resistant, so we can't actually take him out. So I think what we probably want to do is maybe pick up a counter attack here and heal 1. So we could get influence 4 from the illusionists. So that would be 4. We would be able to use 2 points to heal 1 wound, and then we need another 4 points to get counter attack. So we could play 4 cards sideways here, and that's probably what I'm looking at doing. Alternatively, if we didn't heal that, we would be able to take out the orc using, if we use a green from our inventory, target enemy gets armor -3. So he would be down to armor of 1, and then we could use a green from the source for a siege attack of 3, which would be enough inefficient attack to take him out, and I think I will do that. So that is going to be +1 reputation, +4 fame, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't level up, and yeah, we'll end our turn there. We could actually use our illusionist to gain a white crystal to our inventory, which we will. And then, yeah, that is going to be everything for this round. So we didn't even get through all of our deck. We were left with Wound, Rage, and Promise. Okay, so we'll re-roll the source. It's gold, green, and blue. The unit offer is going to get refreshed with Thugs, and the Foresters. The counterattack goes away, and we get Ice Shield as the new, and Blood Ritual as well. That's for the 2 monasteries. They take agility into their deck. These advance, and the new advanced action we get is Ice Bolt. They're going to get a blue to their inventory for Snowstorm Blizzard, and the new spell that we get is Underground Travel, Underground Attack. And then we can ready our unit and shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we draw up to our hand limit of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get Wound, Savage Harvesting, Improvisation, and Ruthless Coercion. And I think here, let's go with probably Mana Steal. So the dummy player is going to take number 6, so the right moment's out of the game. We are going to use Mana Steal for a green. And yeah, we are going first this turn, or this round, sorry. So here, I think it probably makes sense just to heal. So let's use Ruthless Coercion with a gold for influence of 6 and a reputation -1. And then, yeah, we'll play Improvisation and discard, I guess, Savage Harvesting. That would be 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8, 7, 6, 5. So we wouldn't actually have enough to get one of the advanced actions here. So we probably hold on to these 2 and just heal these with our influence of 6, reputation -1. And yeah, we'll end our turn there. Although if we use the influence of 4, we could. So let's actually do that. So influence 6 plus 4 is 10. Yeah, let's use our illusionist for influence of 4. So that's a total influence of 10. We spent 4. We have 6 left. So we will use Ice Shield, or we will take Ice Shield, sorry, and put that into our deck. That goes back there. We are left with 2 in hand here. So we draw up to our hand limit of 5, 1, 2, 3, and we get Mana Draw, March, and Ice Shield. Dummy player then 1, 2 and 3. It's a red, they don't go again, back to us. And I think here we can, well, first let's reveal what's in this ruins. Okay, so 3 white mana for 7 fame. Probably not what we're going to do here. Let's use Savage Harvesting for a move of 4 with our Mana Steal dice. And then we can use March for a move of 2. So we will move 3 there, and 2 there is 5. And then we could probably go with Improvisation for another move of 3 if we wanted. Although I'm kind of tempted to keep these cards in hand. Yeah, let's keep these in hand. So we'll end our turn there. We could discard 2 cards to get crystals to our inventory here. So if we rolled a black there, and then dummy player 1, 2 and 3, it's a blue, they get 2 more, 1 and 2, and we should have drawn 2 more cards here. So we got Swiftness and Expose. And then for our turn, I think we kind of need to probably move. I want to probably move into this forest here and then explore from there, and we could then get a Quartile out on this turn. The problem is we don't have access to a red here. We could get it using our white crystal in our inventory. So we would need 3 plus 2 is 5, 6, 7 points of move, and we could get 5 and 6, 7 from Swiftness. And we would have to discard probably Ice Shield to do that. So let's do that. We'll play Mana Draw with a white. We'll take the black and set it to red. We'll get 2 red tokens, one of which we'll use with Improvisation and discard Ice Shield with that for a move of 5. And then we'll play Swiftness for a move of 7. That gets us 3 there, another 2 here. And we get, okay, so tile number 4. And there's a village right next to us. And then the Mage Tower goes face down. There's an orc as well. And that goes face up, and it is 3 physical attack with 4 armor and Swiftness. And then we can also, so we've moved 3, 4, 5. We have 2 more points. We'll put a Quartile here, and it is, okay, so it's not a city tile, it's number 9. And there is an orc, or Draconum, sorry. And that is, oh, wrong one. Draconum goes face up. It's 4 ice attack with Swiftness, Elusive, and Ice Resistance. There's a Mage Tower at the top, and there is a Labyrinth as well. So that's a pretty unappealing tile to be going for here. So yeah, we'll end our turn there. The reds go away. The white also does. Red doesn't get re-rolled. These get discarded, and we will draw up to our hand limit of 5. So we get another 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get Crushing Bolt, Determination, Stamina, and In Need. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green, they get 3 more, 1, 2, and 3. Back to us. So I think here, let's use Stamina for a move of 2, and we'll move to the village, see what's in this Mage Tower, and it is a fire attack with fire resistance and 5 armor. So that's pretty tough to take out. I mean, we could potentially do it with, if we had access to a green here, if we, a green and a white, in fact. But I'm thinking maybe we go for, perhaps we try and recruit here in this village. So we could spend in need for influence of 3, and then maybe these 2 sideways for an influence of 5. Alternatively, if we go with influence of 3, and then maybe these 2 sideways, and then we could keep Crushing Bolt. That would give us Siege Attack 3, but then we would need, no, let's use these 2 sideways. So we'll get influence of 5, and we'll be able to recruit the thugs. So yeah, let's leave it there. And we have 1 card left in hand, so we'll draw another 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get Tremor, Promise, Crystallize, and Tranquility. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, they don't go again, back to us. And I think here we can pillage the village. So we'll get 2 more cards, and we get swiftness and stamina will decrease our reputation by 1. And then it's going to cost us 5 to get in to the mage tower there. Okay, so I think we're going to go for it here. So we'll play stamina, swiftness, and promise sideways for a move of 5, which gets us into the mage tower, loses us a reputation. We are going to take 2 wounds to hand from him. And then let's use our thugs for attack of 3, reputation -1. And then we can play these, so that's attack 3, and then we'll play these 2 sideways for an attack of 5, which is enough to take him out. So we get 5 fame for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually we could have reduced his armor here. So perhaps it would have been better. So we could have reduced it by, but we couldn't do it in the range of siege attack phase, so it probably, yeah, let's reduce his armor using our skill. So we do attack 3, we reduce his armor by 1, and then let's keep expose in hand and just play tremor sideways, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So he's dead. We are leveling up at the end of the turn. I think we probably want to play crystallize with a blue from the source. We'll gain a green into our inventory, and we'll use that green along with tranquility to heal the 2 wounds we just took. So we're left with just expose in hand. Green gets discarded. This gets re-rolled. It's a white. And yeah, this all gets discarded. We are getting a shield token on the mage tower. And we also get a spell for our reward. I think I'm going to take Flame Wall, Flame Wave. These shift along, and the new spell is Whirlwind Tornado. And then we're leveling up, so we get a skill. And we get, okay, so the top one is Battle Frenzy, once a turn, attack 2, or you may flip this token to get attack 4 instead. This turn, if you spend a turn resting, you may flip this token back. And then the top one is, or the bottom one, sorry, is Arcane Disguise, once a turn, influence 2, or you may flip this token to ignore all effects from your position on the reputation track this turn. I think I will take the top one. So Battle Frenzy is really, really great skill. The common skill offer is going to be Goldix's co-op skill, and then we also get a advanced action here, so we can choose between Refreshing Walk, Spellforge, and Ice Bolt. And I think I'm going to take Spellforge here. Yeah, let's go with that. So these advance along, and the new one is Learning. So we will draw up to our hand limit of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Rage, Flame Wall, and Spellforge. Dummy player then, they are going to declare end of round on the next turn, back to us. And I think here, let's use Flame Wall with the red from the source, or sorry, we'll engage this guy in combat. So he is 3 physical attack with swiftness, so we need 6 points of block. We can use fire block of 7 to block him, and then we can use probably our 2 rages here for an attack. Or actually, we can just use, you know what, we'll just use our skill for an attack of 4, we'll flip it, and that gives us, yeah, attack 4. So he is dead. We'll get +1 reputation and 3 fame. So 1, 2, 3. We don't level up. This gets re-rolled. It's a green. This gets discarded, and we draw 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get concentration. Dummy player then declares end of round, back to us. I think we will use Spellforge with a blue from our inventory to get 2 crystals to our inventory of the same colors as 2 different spell cards in the spells offer. So we will get a green and a white into our inventory. And I think that is probably all we'll do for this turn. Yeah, I think we can't really move from the mage tower here. It's going to cost 5 movements, so I think that's going to do it for this round. We do have a core tile on the board, so we'll re-roll the source, and it's gold, gold, and blue. So the 2 golds will get re-rolled, and the blue will stay. So we get a green and a white. the unit offer gets refreshed. And the elite unit that we get is sorcerers. The regular is scouts, and then the new second elite is fire mages. Okay, they're taking blood ritual goes away, and there's 2 new ones coming on, so ritual attack and training. They're taking refreshing walk into their deck. These advance, and the new one is dodge and weave. And then they're taking a green into their inventory for meditation trance. The spells advance, and the new one we get is charm possess. Okay, we can ready our units and our skills, and then we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we'll draw up to our hand limit of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get in need March, Flame Wall, Expose, and Tremor. For tactics, I think we probably want to. I'm thinking Midnight Meditation here, so we can maybe shuffle these 3 spells back into our deck. Yeah, let's do that. So we will shuffle these into our deck. We'll probably. It's a pity we don't have an extra command token here, but I'm thinking we maybe try and recruit either the sorcerers or the fire mages. And I'd probably use the thugs and then disband the thugs. Or perhaps we could use the illusionists and then disband them. No, let's use the thugs, I think. So we will draw another 3, and we get rage, flame wall, and stamina. So that's not great. Dummy player then is going to take number 1. So From the Dusk is out of the game. They are going to go first. So yeah, they go 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Over to us. I think I am going to use In Need with the green for influence of 5, and then probably so we're going to need 10 to get the sorcerers because of our -1 on the reputation track. So we need another 5 here. So we'll probably look to play one of these sideways, march sideways. So that's just influence of 6, and then we can use. Let's use probably the illusionists for an influence of 4. So that's going to be a total influence of 10, which is enough to pick up the sorcerers, and we will disband the illusionists. And yeah, let's do that. So that goes away. We will end our turn there with 3 left in hand, and that's a white. And we will draw another 2 cards, so 1, 2, and we get Ruthless Coercion and Spellforge. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They don't go again. Back to us. We probably want to get moving here. So let's play Stamina with a blue, and we will move to. So that's a move of 4, and Ruthless Coercion sideways for a move of 5, which gets us into there. So that's a total 3, and then we can move, use the other 2 points to explore here. And it's not a city tile, but we are next to a mage tower, which goes face down because it's night. Ruins goes face down, and the Draconum goes face up. And it is a double summoner, arcane immune, 8 armor with physical resistance. Wow, okay. So yeah, we're probably going to look to explore this tile next. And yeah, I think we'll end our turn there. We could use Spellforge here to get another white into our inventory, but maybe we wait and see what comes up. So that's black, not helpful. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3 here, and we'll draw 2 more. So we get Tranquility and Expose. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. And I'm thinking here we probably want to use Tranquility with the green from our inventory for to draw 2 cards. So we get Tremor and Ice Shield. So really not helpful here. Let's play Spellforge, I think. and then that is going to, we'll take probably a green into our inventory for underground travel, which is in the offer. I really would like to have gotten into that mage tower here, even if it's just to level up really. So I mean, rage, do we need that? Ice shield, do we need it? We could play those two sideways for a move of 2, which would get another tile onto the board here. Okay, so it's the green city. 2 orcs. So the first one is going to be 3 armor, poison, and 5 armor, then 3 physical attack with poison, and the second is going to be 7 physical attack, cumbersome, physically resistant, and fortified. And then the green city at level 7 is going to be 1 keep, 2 brown, and 1 white. So 1 keep, 2 brown, and then 1 white, and all physical attacks are going to be poisonous here. So this goes, let's put that there, and we'll go there. We're left with these 3 here. Okay, let's end our turn there, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Those get discarded, and we have 2 more to draw here. So 1, 2, and we get improvisation and swiftness. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. Okay, I think I'm going to play improvisation and discard swiftness for a move of 3. And then we are going to move there and challenge this guy to combat. We'll use Tremor with the green from our inventory. Target enemy gets armor -3. So he's down to 2. And then we can use Expose with the white from the source for a ranged attack 2. So he is killed in the ranged and siege attack phase. That gets us 3 fame. So 1, 2, 3, enough to level up and +1 reputation. And actually we could have just used the ranged attack 3 from the sorcerers there instead of Expose. So I think I will do that. So yeah, let's do that. We could have also used the thugs to block, and then we wouldn't need to use these. But no, let's keep it like that, I think. That's a tough choice. And actually, I think I am going to, instead of using them, I think we're going to, so instead of using Tremor and Expose, I think we're going to use our thugs for a block of 3. So he's blocked fully, and then we can use our skill to reduce his armor by 1 to 4, and we will use our skill here, flip it for an attack of 4, which is enough to take him out. So we've already got that. We will level up, and then yeah, these get discarded. We have 3 in hand, so we get another 3. So we get Savage Harvesting, Stamina, and Crushing Bolt. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. They're going to declare end of round, and the next turn back to us. And I think here we probably want to come up and challenge this guy. So we'll play Stamina for move 2, Savage Harvesting for move 2, and Crushing Bolt sideways for a move of 5. Which is enough to get us in there. And whenever we move a space, because of Savage Harvesting, we can discard a card to gain a crystal of the same color. I will discard Flame Wall to gain a red crystal. And then we can use our Expose with a white from the source for target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances. And we get attack 2, our ranged attack 2. So that's enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. We get another +1 reputation and +4 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4. We also reveal what's in this city. So we have 8 fire attack, cumbersome, doubly fortified with 7 armor, 4 cold fire attack, elusive, arcane immune, 4 armor, or 8 if we don't block, 6 physical attack with double fortification and 6 armor, and then 5 physical attack, unfortified, elusive, 3 armor, or 6 if we don't block. and physical attacks are poisonous in there. So we're left with just Tremor in hand. So these are getting re-rolled, and that's a blue. These get discarded, and we will draw up to our hand limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Rage, Promise, Crystallize, Concentration, and Mana Draw. Dummy player declares end of round, back to us. And I think here we probably want to use Crystallize with a blue from the source, and we will take a white into our inventory, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. And then, I mean, we probably want to position ourselves near one of these mage towers. So I think we probably move 3 here. So we'll play 3 cards sideways to move 3, and we'll move there. Although if we go up here, then I'm just thinking for the next turn, if we're able to recruit in a mage tower, it would be better to be close to one of these. And I think I will do that, yeah. So let's leave it there. That's going to be the end of the round. The cards we didn't get to were Swiftness and Determination. The source is getting re-rolled, and it's going to be gold, blue, and blue. The unit offer gets refreshed, and we're going to have a couple of new elite units and 1 regular unit. So the first elite is going to be the Ice Golems. The first regular is going to be Northern Monks, and then the second elite is going to be the Ametep Freezers. We're replacing Ritual Attack and Training with 2 new advanced actions, and they are going to be Peaceful Moment and Maximal Effect. Their dummy player takes Ice Bolt into its deck. These advance, and the new one we get is Mountain Lure. They're getting a green into their inventory, so that's going to be 5 greens now. Wow. And the new spell is going to be Mist Form. Okay. So we can ready our skill and our unit and shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we will draw up to our hand limit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, sorry. And we get Mana Draw, Rage, Swiftness, Tremor, March, and Rage. I think I'm going to take Early Bird here, just so we can go first. I was tempted to try and maybe take this Mage Tower, and then we could maybe pick up either Charm or Mist Form, and then hopefully we would have been able to recruit probably the Ice Golems. But I think given that we have so much movement ahead of us here, I think I'm probably just going to go straight up towards the probably the village here, and maybe explore here, and then we can plunder a few times to get before we go into the city. So yeah, let's do that. We'll go first this turn. And yeah, we will use our March for a move of 4 with a goal from the source. And then we can play probably Rage sideways for a move of 1, which is a total move of 5. So, well, we get 3 there, and then it would cost another, so we have 5 here. So we have 2. We would need another 3 points of movement, which would require probably Swiftness and Rage sideways again. So yeah, let's do that. So we'll we had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we get 3 there and 5 there. So that's a total of 8, and we're left with these 2 in hand. This gets re-rolled. It's a black. That's annoying. Okay, so we will draw up to our hand limit, so we get 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get Concentration, Spellforge, Improvisation, and Stamina. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. We probably want to go with, let's go with Spellforge, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So we will power it with the blue. Although if we go with just the basic effect, we can take probably a blue into our inventory. Blue or a white too. Yeah, we'll take a blue into our inventory. So that's that, and then we can use Stamina with the blue from the source for a move of 4, and maybe which of these do we not need? Probably Improvisation sideways for a move of 5. Yeah, So that will get us into the village. We'll have 3 left in hand here. This gets re-rolled. Oh, another black. That's terrible. We get 3, and then we'll draw another 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And we get Promise, In Need, and Crushing Bolt. Dummy player goes 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. I think here we'll play In Need and Promise sideways for a move of 2, and we'll explore the last tile. So we're going to explore here. Let's just move them slightly. And it is going to be the blue city. So a Draconum right next to us. And a new monastery. So the new monastery card is going to be Heroic Tale. The Draconum is going to be face up, and it is 5 physical attack with swiftness, poison, and 9 armor. The blue city at level 10 is going to be 1 grey, 2 purple. So 1 grey, 2 purple, and 2 white as well. So 2 purple and 2 white. And any elemental attacks are going to be boosted here. So we'll put those there. And that there. Okay. Back to us. Let's see. And I think here we will end our turn. So let's discard those. We have 4 in hand, so we'll draw another 2, 1 and 2, and we get Ruthless Coercion and Swiftness. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a red, they don't go again. We're going to plunder the village. We'll get 2 cards, and we get Crystallize and Expose. We lose a reputation for that. And I think here we can probably engage this guy in combat. So we have a skill, our curse skill. So it says once a turn, either reduce 1 attack of an enemy by 1 or reduce armor of 1 enemy by 1 to a minimum of 1. You cannot use this skill on a fortified enemy in the ranged and siege attack phase. So I think this can be used on him because he's not fortified, so it can be used in the ranged and siege attack phase. So I'm going to use this skill to reduce his armor by 1. I'm going to play Crystallize with a blue from the source to gain a green into our inventory. And I'm going to use that green along with Concentration to power Crushing Bolt for a siege attack of 5. And then I'll use Swiftness with a white from our inventory for a ranged attack of 3, which is a total ranged and siege attack of 8, which is enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. So that gets us +2 reputation and +7 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is enough to level up. And these are getting discarded. So we have, that is a blue. These are going away. And we are going to level up. So we get a choice of skill here. And we get, okay, so the top one is Battle Hardened. Once a turn, ignore either the next 2 points of damage assigned to your hero from a single physical attack or 1 point of damage from a non-physical attack. And then the bottom one is the cooperative one, Mana Management. Once a round, when you spend a mana of a basic color, put this skill token in the center and mark it with a mana token of the same color. Gain a crystal of that color. Until the start of your next turn, any player may choose to return the skill token to you face down in order to use the mana token on it. And I think here I'm tempted by this co-op one because it says we can gain a crystal of that color immediately. Well, it doesn't say immediately, but it just says gain a crystal of that color whenever you use it. So when we spend, so if we spend like a green, we put this in the center, we put a green on it. And then we also get a green crystal of that color. And then the next round, we can take it back and get to use the green that is on that. So I think I'm going to go for that. I will take Dodge and Weave for our advanced action. These advance, and the new one is going to be Ambush. So yeah, we still have these skills now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in hand. And we'll draw up to our hand limit, which is 6, so 5 and 6. And we get Ice Shield and Dodge and Weave. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red, they don't go again. We're going to plunder the village, I think. And we get 1, 2. We get Determination and Savage Harvesting. Okay. so we lose 1 reputation. And I think here I will just discard Ruthless Coercion. End our turn there. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us, we'll plunder the village again. And we get Stamina and Tranquility. And we lose 1 reputation for that. Okay, so I think we'll play Tranquility to draw a card, and we get Flame Wall. So we are going to probably go for it here. We'll play Savage Harvesting for a move of 2, which gets us into the city. We lose a reputation. These are the guys we're going to be facing. So let's bring them down here. Okay, so this guy cannot be fortified, so there's no site fortifications there. I think first of all, let's play probably Mana Draw. We'll take a white from our inventory and take a black from the source and change it to, I think we probably want to change it to blue. Do we? No, we want to change it to white. We'll get 2 white tokens. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can first of all play Tremor with the green from our inventory. All enemies get armor -2. And then we probably want to take out in the ranged and siege attack phase. So we will play Expose with a white. Target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances this combat. And that gives us a ranged attack 2. And then we can use our sorcerers for a ranged attack of 3. Which will be a total ranged attack of 5. So I'm wondering, do we target this guy or this guy with that? I probably want to target this guy. So he is going to have 6 armor -2 from Tremor is 4. So he's no longer fortified. So yeah, we take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. Yeah. We'll do that. Loses all fortifications and resistances. So he's dead in the ranged and siege attack phase. This guy is not fortified either. So we can use... we can probably go with our Ice Shield for a block... with a blue from our inventory for an ice block of 3. And then we'll use our thugs for a block of 3 as well. So that's a total block of 6, which is enough to block him. And yeah, his armor is also reduced by 3. So he was, although that's kind of a waste of Ice Shield, because if we block him fully, he's going to be 3 armor less 2 anyway. So he's going to have 1. So it might not make sense to block him fully. I think it's not going to make sense, so we won't use those for the time being. So what will we do? We will use, let's use first of all Dodge and Weave with a white from our inventory, and we will target this guy. So we will reduce his attack by 4, so that's down to 0. He's successfully blocked. So he's going to have 4 less 2 armor. So he's going to have 2 armor in the attack phase. And then this guy, we are going to use, let's use Ice Shield, and we will use this skill. So once a round, when we spend a mana of a basic color, we're spending a blue here. We can put this in the center and put a blue mana on it. We also gain a crystal of that color. So we will gain that crystal. We are going to use Stamina with that move of 4. Or with that crystal for a move of 4, so that reduces his attack by 4, so he's down to 4 fire attack. We will also use this skill to reduce his attack by 1, so he's down to 3 fire attack, and we are going to use Ice Shield to ice block 3, which is efficient against his fire attack. So he is fully blocked as well, and we also reduce his armor by 3, so he's down to 7 minus 2 is 5, minus 3 is 2. So he's down to 2 armor. This guy's down to 2 as well. And then this is the only one left to block. And I think we will use probably our, let's use our thugs for a block of 3 and determination for a block of 2. So he's fully blocked as well. Because we didn't take any wounds into hand this combat, we get attack 2 from Dodge and Weave. And then we can use, so This guy has armor of 2 because we successfully blocked him and he got -2 from Tremor. This guy is down to armor of 1. He was successfully blocked and -2 from Tremor, so that's 2 plus 1 is 3. This guy is down to 7 minus 2 is 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2, 4, 2, 4, and 5. So 5 armor. So we need 5 points of attack, which we can get 2 from dodge and weave, gain attack 2. And then we can use this skill for an attack of 4 as well. So that's a total attack of 6, which is enough because none of them are physically resistant to take them out. So just to recap here, we played Savage Harvesting, moved in, lost a reputation. We used a white from our inventory with mana draw to get 2 more white tokens. We used one of those whites on Expose. Target enemy loses all fortification and resistances this combat. And then we also used our sorcerers for a ranged attack of 3. We got ranged attack 2 as well with Expose. That's a total ranged attack of 5. We played Tremor with a green. Everyone has armor -2. So this guy is down to armor of 4. He's no longer fortified. So we have a ranged attack of 5, which is enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. These guys, we played the stronger effect of dodge and weave to reduce this guy's attack by 4. He's successfully blocked and will have 2 armor. This guy, we used our skill to reduce his attack by 1, so he's doing 7 fire attack. We used a blue with Ice Shield, which gave us another blue crystal from this skill here, which we used on stamina. So we reduced his attack down to 3, so 4 from stamina and 1 from the skill. So that's 3, which we ice blocked, which is efficient. Ice block 3, which reduced his armor from 7 down to 5 with Tremor, and then by another 3 with Ice Shield. So that's armor of 2. And then this guy we blocked with the Thugs and Determination. So he is an armor of 1 in the attack phase. So 1 armor, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we got attack 2 from dodge and weave and attack 4 there, which is enough to take them all out in the attack phase. So yeah, I think that's right. We can tidy up, and we also keep Flame Wave in hand. We did have extra fire block and fire attack available with the red in our inventory, but we didn't need it. So we will tidy up here. And we are not re-rolling the white here, so that goes back. We did have a blue in the source available to us as well, so we could have used that, say on stamina or one of those. So that's fine. These all get discarded. This gets discarded as well, and we are left with Flame Wave in hand. We are going to gain our fame first. So we got 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 7 is 15 plus 4 is 19. So we go from 35 to 54. So we do level up one more time. And we are getting 4 shields on that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're left with Flame Wave in hand. We get 1 more command token. And our hand limit is 6 plus 2 is 8. We only have Flame Wave here. So yeah, that's all we'll do for this turn, I guess. And yeah, the dummy player then, they're going to declare end of round. And the next turn, we don't have any influence. Well, we have 4 plus 1 is 5, so we don't even have enough to pick up an advanced action. So we'll just end the round there. We'll renew these, renew that. We didn't get to use the blue we would have gotten on the next round, or the next turn. We'll re-roll the source, and it's white, gold. The unit offer is going to get refreshed, and we are getting 2 new elites. So the first is the catapults. The first regular is going to be the Savage Monks, and the second elite is going to be the Ultim Guardians. Okay, we're getting 3 new advanced actions for the monasteries, and they are going to be Chilling Stare, Song of Wind, and Chivalry. and then the dummy player takes learning into their deck. These advance, and the new advanced action is going to be Blood Rage. They're getting a white to their inventory for Whirlwind Tornado. The spells advance, and the new one we get is Mana Bolt, Mana Thunderbolt. And then we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we'll draw up to our hand limit of 6 plus 2 for our city. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get March, Improvisation, Swiftness, Ice Shield, Dodge and Weave, Concentration, Swiftness, and Stamina. And for tactics here, probably want to go with Sparing Power, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. So the dummy player is going to go first here. And so 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2. So we'll spare power. And I think we probably want to. I was tempted to go and try and get the Ultim Guardians or the catapults here. And I'm probably looking more towards the Ultim Guardians because they don't require as much mana. Because we're very short on mana here, and I'm a little bit worried by that. So let's, I think we can go with Improvisation and discard March with the red. So that's an influence of 5 plus 4 is an influence of 9. We're going to need 12 in total. So we could go with either 3 cards sideways, or we can use the thugs for influence of 4. That would take the unit out though. I think we will use 3 cards sideways. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is enough to pick up the Ultim Guardians. So that goes away. We'll discard these, and we will draw up to our hand limits of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we get Expose, Crushing Bolt, Promise, Determination, and Flame Wall. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They don't go again. We will spare power. And I think here let's use probably Promise with a white from the source for influence of 4. We have 4 from our shield token, so that's a total influence of 8, and we can use Thugs for influence of 4, so that's more than enough to pick up the catapults here. So we'll do that. And yeah, we will play Crushing Bolt for a green to our inventory. And I think we'll hold on to these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll draw 2 more. This gets re-rolled. It's a gold. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay. So we draw 2 more, 1 and 2, and we get Ruthless Coercion and In Need. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. We'll spare power. We really need to get movement here. This is bad. Maybe we need to go with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We probably need to take and I think here let's use In Need for influence 3, Ruthless Coercion for influence 2. That's more than enough to get Mountain Lord, I think. So yeah, we'll take that. We really need to get through our deck here, so I think I'm probably going to discard Determination as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll draw another 3. Yeah, so that's fine. So we'll get 3 more. So 1, 2, and 3, and we get Rage, Crystallize, and Mountain Lure. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They don't go again. We'll spare power. We need to move here, so we will use Mountain Lure for a move of 3. We will use probably Rage Sideways for a move of 1. That's 4, and I guess Crystallize for a move of 5, which gets us into the village. And yeah, those get discarded. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll draw 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we get Mana Draw, Tremor, and Savage Harvesting. Okay, dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. We need to go into the city, so we won't spare. We'll use our cards: Tranquility, Stamina, Rage, and Spellforge. Okay. Okay, so I think let's use Savage Harvesting for a move of 2, and we'll use Tranquility Sideways for a move of 3. So that will get us next to the city, and we'll reveal what's in there. So we have 9 Ice Attack, Cumbersome, doubly fortified and 6 armor, 5 Cold Fire Attack, Paralyze, Assassination, Fire and Ice Resistance, 8 armor, 3 Physical Attack, Brutal, with 5 armor, 5 Physical Attack with Poison and 5 armor, so twice. Okay, so let's see, how do we want to do this now? Okay, so we can use Stamina for a move of 2 to move into the city. We will lose another reputation. So these are the enemies we'll face, these 5. And I think for this, let's first of all use... we will use Spellforge, so gain 1 crystal to your inventory of the same color as one of the spell cards in the spells offer. I'm going to gain a white for Charm Possess, so we will get that into our inventory, and then we will play Mana Draw with a white in the source. We will take a gold and change it to black. We'll get 2 black tokens, and we're going to use, we'll keep those there. And then let's use Concentration to gain a red mana token. So we also have that available to us. And then how do we want to do this? Let's play, first of all, we'll play Tremor with a green from our inventory and a black token. So all enemies that are fortified, so they are all fortified, get armor -4. So this guy is armor 1, armor 1, armor 1, armor 2, and armor 4. So we are going to activate the catapults for a siege attack of 3, which is enough to take out these 3 enemies. They are not physically resistant. They all have armor of 1, so they are all dead in the ranged and siege attack phase. Then we are going to use Expose with the white. We'll use Expose. For target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances. We're going to target this guy, no longer fortified, no longer has any resistances. His armor is 4, so we have ranged attack 2 there. We can activate our sorcerers for a ranged attack of 3. So that's a total ranged attack of 5, which is enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. So we're left with this guy. So that is everything in the ranged and siege attack phase, and we will go on to the block phase. So we will play Flame Wall and Flame Wave with the red that we got from Concentration for a fire block of 7. We can also play Dodge and Weave to reduce one enemy attack by 2. So he is down to 9-11 because of the boost from the Elemental City. So he's down to 9 attack. We have a fire block of 7. We should have played this at the start, which would have increased that block by 2 for each enemy we were facing. So it would have been fire block 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, they were already dead actually, sorry. So it would only be, it's going to be 9, so 7, 8, 9, because these were killed in the range of siege attack phase. So yeah, we have fully blocked him. It is efficient against ice attack. So as a reminder, he had 9 ice attack, plus 2 is 11. We play Dodge and Weave, which reduces that attack by 2. So he is down to 9 ice attack. We get fire block 7, which increases by 2 for each enemy we're facing. So that is a total fire block of 9, which is enough to block him. We took no wounds to hand, so we get an attack 1 in the attack phase. And remember, his armor is down to 2 because of Tremor. So yeah, we could also, we can use our skill for an attack of 2, plus 1 from there is 3. We have these 2 available as well, 4, 5, 6 if we needed them. But yeah, we have more than enough attack to take him out as well. So just to recap, we played Savage Harvesting for a move of 2 and Tranquility Sideways for a move of 3 to get into the hills, then Stamina for a move of 2 to get into the city. We lost our reputation. We played Spellforge to get a white crystal for the Charm Possess spell that's in the offer. We used a white from the source to get 2 black mana tokens. We played Concentration for a red mana token. And yeah, then we played Tremor with the green from our inventory and the black to reduce everyone's armor by 4. So these guys were all down to 1 armor. We activated our catapults for a siege attack of 3, which is enough to take them out in the ranged and siege attack phase. Then we used Expose with the white that we got to target this guy, so he loses all fortifications and resistances. We got ranged attack 2 plus 3 from our sorcerers for a total ranged attack of 5. His armor is 4. That's enough to take him out. In the ranged and siege attack phase, we went on to the block phase. We used Flame Wall, Flame Wave with a red and a black for a fire block of 7 plus 2 because we were facing 1 enemy. We played Dodge and Weave to reduce his attack by 2. We also had a skill, this skill available, so we could have reduced it even further. And yeah, that reduced his attack from 11 to 9. And we had fire block of 9 available to us. So he is fully blocked and his armor is 2. We got 1 because from Dodge and Weave because we didn't take any wounds into hand. And then yeah, so we needed another 1 point of attack to defeat him, which we were able to get either by our skill or the cards that we had left in hand. So he's dead as well. So yeah, that is the end of this combat. We can tidy up, and we still had our Altum Guardians available to us as well. So we had some in reserve there. And yeah, we will take our fame from them once we clear up. So black does not get re-rolled, the white does, it's a green. These are getting tidied up and discarded. And then we can, we only have 2 cards left in hand. We get 5 shield tokens onto that city. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we are getting our fame. So we get 4 plus 2 and plus 1 reputation. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 9 is 26. So we go from 54, 64, 74 to 80. So we level up twice. We do get a skill, and we get, okay, so mana token or, what's that one called again? Oh, Master of Chaos. So when you gain this skill, roll a mana die and mark it with a shield token on the color rolled. Once a turn, you may move the shield token to the next color clockwise to gain, depending on the color moved to. So you can get block for blue, movement for green. Black gives you cold fire ranged attack of 1, white influence 2, red attack 2, and gold we get to choose. Or the top one is Shamanic Ritual. Flip this to gain a mana token of any color. You may flip it back as your action for the turn. And I think we probably just take the Master of Chaos and the common skill. I think I probably forgot to put 1 or 2 common skills out here. That's motivation. And we forgot to replenish the advanced action offer. It would have been magic talent. Okay. So we also get, we should roll a die for that, sorry, for the Master of Chaos. It's a green, so that will, yeah, once a turn we put a shield token on the green one, so we could rotate it to get cold fire ranged attack, so that's not going to help us. Yeah, so that'll go away. We get an advanced action here. I'll just take magic talent, and the new one would be Blood of Ancients. And yeah, then we will get 1 more command token, and we'll draw the last card. It's magic talent. Dummy player doesn't go again. Discard card of any color. We can play one. We can play 1 spell card of the same color in the spells offer this turn as if it were in our hand, but it remains in the spell offer. We don't have a blue available to us, so I think we have 5 plus 3 is 8. less 1 is 7. So yeah, we don't even, we're not even able to get any of the spells in the spell offer because they're only blue and white, and we have no access to those mana tokens. So yeah, I think that's probably going to do it. I will tidy up and we can come back for scoring. Okay, so we had 3 spells, so that's 6. So we go to a 6. We had 7 advanced actions, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we go 93. 2 for artifacts, we didn't have any. We had no crystals. Our units, 3 plus 4 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we go to 104. And then for our sites, we had a Mage Tower 2, 4, and I think that's all the sites that we took. Yeah, it seems like it, so only 4. Okay. And then no wounds, we got 20 for the cities, so that's another 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 15 for all cities, so that goes to 23. 30 for each unplayed round. There were no cards remaining in the deck, and then 5, so we go to 28. So in total we had 20, 30, 40, 148. So yeah, that was fun. I was feeling quite a bit behind for a lot of that game. We never got any artifacts, we didn't get any monastery, we didn't burn any of those down. I thought it really changed when we were able to recruit the, well, first of all, we got some very powerful spells, like Tremor especially. Expose, I think, saved us a couple of times as well. But I did feel like we lacked crystals quite a bit. This did help this skill. But apart from the siege on the green city, we didn't really have, after that we didn't have that many crystals, and then we were kind of racing to get across to the blue city to be able to take it in time. We made some good use of our influence in the green city to pick up some advanced actions, so that was good. And then yeah, our recruitment of the couple of units as well was very, very good. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on this. Always keen to hear anyone's opinions or what they would have done differently. But I think that's going to do it for today. Yeah, thanks for joining, and hope you can join again next time.